AskReddit by discreet twink. What is the best career advice you've received? The best career advice I've received is to never stop learning and adapting. The world is constantly evolving, so staying curious and open to new opportunities and skills is crucial for long-term success. Don't work on people's problems any harder than they are willing to work on them. This was taught to me as, you can't care more than the client. It's true with every type of relationship. Be extremely careful voicing opinions unless you're sure you're right. Even then, if it's not popular with your boss, you could be fucked. There are 3 types of people. Those with a calling, those with a career, and those with a job. Said by some random person at a dog park 35 years ago. It made me feel better about not having a deeper, meaningful path. I wish I could say I've had a career, but I have a job. I've always just had jobs. A lot of us just have jobs. Sometimes they pay the bills. Sometimes they don't. It's just a job. I just have a job. Make decent income but still think, what do I want to do when I grow up? Been grown up for a while now. Your personality and attitude are equally important as the quality of your work. Which sucks because I'm a smart employee but have a goddamn temper, but over the years I managed to learn how to fake being bubbly. Helped a lot. Being very good at your job doesn't help if you make the work environment miserable for the rest. Most jobs require multiple people working together. You don't have to be bubbly, but you have to have as few people as possible say I fucking hate that guy. I'd take an average performing coworker that I can stand to be around for several hours than a genius in our field who I can't stand for more than 10 minutes. Fuck company loyalty. If the company is not loyal to me, then I don't need to be loyal to them. Lack of planning on their part does not constitute an emergency on my part. Be careful what you're good at. You could be the person stuck doing it. A landscaping dude once showed me how to mix concrete and how to work with it very well. After he taught me how to mix it, he looked me in the eye and said, "Don't tell anyone you know how to mix concrete, because you will be stuck doing it forever." Double quote. Solid advice. If you really want a job but aren't qualified, apply anyway. Best case scenario, you get it and gain experience. Worst case scenario, they don't call and you carry on. I'll tack on to that by saying I've had enormous success applying for the job above the one that I actually want. I interview well, but I know my limits in terms of how much I can oversell myself, and 3 times in my career it's resulted in a phone call saying, "We all really liked you and your experience is great, but you're just not quite at the level we need for this role. However, we want to talk to you about another role that would report to the one you interviewed for," just like I drew it up, including my current job. See what happens if you don't do it. Professional speak for fuck around and find out lol. Never show 100%. Hard work is rewarded with more work. Yet stellar performance quickly becomes expected and your personal norm. You should charge more. You'll make more money. Business Masterclass. From the Michael Scott book Somehow I Manage. Look out for number 1. Hacker yourself. You owe nothing to the company in the end and they will fuck you given the chance. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You will end up in situations that make you uncomfortable, such as on a project where you don't quite know what you're doing, or a difficult client situation. The more comfortable you are being uncomfortable, the better you will be able to handle these situations. That's my secret. I'm always uncomfortable. Become the smartest person in the room and then talk as little as possible. I also like, if you're the smartest person in the room, find a bigger room. Work as little as possible. Enjoy life. Your career will give you very little meaning in life, majority of the time. Have a life outside of your job. One of our procurement directors has a booming commercial real estate business. He's said on more than one occasion that the real estate feels like his real job and the actual 9-5 is more of his side hobby. Don't stay at a company for more than a few years unless you get a meaningful promotion. That is significant improvement in job description and wages. There are exceptions, but loyalty generally doesn't pay well anymore. The days of getting a gold watch after 25-30 years at a company are long gone. Reminds me of the song Mr. Webster by the Monkees. Measure twice and cut once, which was an improvement on my old philosophy of I cut it 3 times and it's still too short. Don't quit your job until you have another job lined up. I wish the folks over at our jobs would understand this. Sure, there are exceptions wherein quitting on the spot without notice or another job lined up is the only viable option. More times than not, however, quitting without some sort of safety net just isn't feasible. Especially if you have a mortgage, car payment, bills in general, children, etc. When offered a significant promotion, never decline because you feel underqualified. Don't stop learning. Invest in yourself. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. You need to learn finance, salesmanship, organization, how to make friends, and negotiations. Doesn't matter what work you do. Always keep your core values and never sell them out. Be kind to yourself. Networking and communication are far more important than technical skills. Ask your boss what results they want to see to give you a promotion. Keep asking until you get it, or go somewhere else. Put your results on your resume.